take advantage of the opportunities while you still can. I love this, by the way. Well, not the cardboard box. And I'm realizing I forgot to put my earphones on, so there's probably a lot of wind, or maybe not, because doing it manually, I'm shielding the microphone with my hand. So, but yeah, it's these days are nice days, warm days. I think it's the second week in a row that it's a nice day. Actually, this week is pretty good up till now. So can you tell me, am I audible? How's the wind? I've got to bring my earphones. So my hand is basically shielding the microphone because I'm holding the phone. So this is me today. It's so rare that we actually have these nice days. But you know, it's vitamin D, good for the skin, good for the eyes. Ah, good, you hear me well. So yesterday I had some fun. I went to this new place and, well, it was, the people were very nice over there. I mean, apart from my friend, of course. We, you know, they have to take some allergies into consideration, and then at some point, and I believe that was my mistake, they said salmon in white wine. So I was like, oh, they put the white wine in the stir-fry pan, or whatever they use, and then, you know, alcohol evaporates. So I asked her, is that what's happening? So she comes back with the salmon, with some mayo sauce, apparently with white wine. And I had said, no sauces, no nothing. They felt so guilty. They made a new one without the sauce. They gave us drinks for free. I was like, wow, talk about service. What did I just do? I pushed the screen by accident. And now, well, I see that I've got a filter on all of a sudden, which is kind of cool. It says it's Sunday, which is true. It's Sunday. It's, you know, if I were to think about typical Sundays back in the days, then it would be being outside with the sun shining. So, makes sense, right? That it's there. So, this is, of course, the not so nice view. This is way better. But I can't hold the phone all the time in my left hand. That's going to be too much of a strain. Hang on for a sec. I need to change. I'm going to come back. So I don't know if you heard this on my Friday Night Live, but well, it's the month of change and chaos it is. I am waiting for payment from last year, which is over €1,000, so over $1,000. A lot of it already has been spent on e-recognition, so electronic recognition. So nowadays, I don't know if you know this, but they have in your driver's license and in the passport there are chips, which basically tell people who you are. I'm not very good at getting them activated, but well, apparently I'm doing it good enough lately. So I need to become a member of a professional organization in order to get my codes back again. And that meant that they needed my diploma as a therapist. And for the life of me, I don't know where it is. So I used to be quite organized. So I have these folders and one of them says diplomas. But that one isn't in there. So I also know that since we have computers, so that's for a long time, I'm using folders which were linked to network drives. So my husband Nico is in charge of the drive. So there's one Nico, there's one Lexi. So that was easy. But having switched to Apple and iCloud, I'm not using it much more nowadays. Actually, I'm not. So it was linked to my computer. I don't like computers. I don't like laptops. But I do love my notebook. But specifically more my iPad. Hang on. There are some people here approaching. For a moment I was thinking that one of them was someone I knew. But anyway, I asked him, can you still get access to the drive? And he said, yes, where do I find it? I said, well, under the name of the school, HJBC. And I said, probably called Diploma, HJBC. And yeah, there it is. So I'm kind of happy, but I had to make sure when he said, is this it? Or is this him? That he was talking about not the person from last night. He was pushing me and swearing at me. But I found out that he meant the diploma. So in Dutch, we don't make a difference much. Not a distinction between it, him. We just use it just as easily when we mean an it thing. So, okay, I'm a little out of breath, which is the result of me not walking that much, and I just went up high. Yeah, I know. It's not that high compared to Australian hills or whatever. But I guess bridges are the only thing which comes close to hills. Except for when you go to the beach. Which I was thinking about too. So, yeah, so it's nice weather. You can hear the birds. I don't know, can you hear the birds? I can hear the cars and I can hear the birds. So this is the view, what I just walked past. And it's good for industry. So that's good. And that's where the nice places are. The nice buildings. You know, those areas, I could probably live there. Nice and quiet. Still a lot of space. The thing is just that those houses were linked to people who had greenhouses. So something to do with permits and all. But you know, I'll cross in a little bit. There's some cyclists going my way. It's kind of nice because you're in the midst of nature, calm. Of course, there's reconstruction going on. But yeah. And I have to say, those moments that I can get out of anything industrial and go to a place where it's more spacious, that's good. I really love that. So what would you do if you want to go out, catch some sunlight, catch some nature? Is there anything close by for you? Well, having grown up for me in a city, so I'm a city girl, you could say. It's so weird. I talked about it with my friend and some other people the last couple of days. And, you know, all those spaces where there used to be playgrounds and all in green spots, they took them down. Well, actually, they started building buildings on top of it. And, well, if you want to go to a playground nowadays, then just imagine a block of houses. I could go walk to the beach. Oh, but it's not warm yet. Oh, okay. So how warm is it over there in Finland? So getting back to the playgrounds. If you imagine a block of houses, buildings, Then on the side there's like a short alley, because then the next one is also a block of houses. And then in between, on the side of those houses, where you can actually watch the people in their kitchen. 16. Oh my god, that's a difference. So what does my phone say? Let's see. My phone says it's 25 degrees. So that's nice. So that's a big difference. But anyway, in between is a little alley. You can literally watch in the kitchens of the people. And, well, that's playground nowadays. So when I go there to do some Pokemon hunting and get to the gyms to get some stuff, maybe do a raid, it's so weird, because there I'm sitting over half a century old, and I feel like I'm a predator or something. I mean, who's going to sit there? Right? But well, it's the way it is. I have arrived. So thank you for listening in. And please let me know, what kind of opportunity would you take when you have the chance? Let's go for part 3. Part 3 of taking advantage of the opportunity. I brought my backpack with me. Yes, with Chief Rockstar. And in my backpack I have a lot of things, including, let me get up for a sec, my iPad. So I told you earlier, I'm no fan of laptops. Dankjewel. Helemaal top. Begreep je net?
Ja, als het goed is het helemaal...
Je bent een engel, dankjewel.
Voor deze even niet.
So, I got myself some green iced tea and some latte macchiato. I'm a bit thirsty, I'll honestly say. So I brought my iPad with me. The thing is, when the bear is on top of it, it's a little bit hard to get out. I also brought some long pants, not underwear, I mean actual pants, just in case it's going to get cold again. So there he is. And in case I want to, and my iPad of course, I want to get some food. There's tons of medication in my bag. So there it is. This is what my little office looks like right now. And what I'm going to do, because this is about taking advantage of opportunities, is actually 2 things. One depends on the amount of data. So this iPad is actually with cellular data, so unlimited. The thing is that when I have this phone connected to another phone, that usually the iPad also links to that connection, which is a little bit, well, it slows everything down. That's what it comes down to. And there's the glass. Well, this is what I mean. Pause due to poor connection. Well, there's the glass. So let's go with the cold drink. That's nice. Well, it's a non-alcoholic beverage, of course, green tea. I don't drink any alcohol, just to be specific, not because I'm addicted to it, but because for one, I'm allergic to it, and second of all, I grew up without drinking any alcohol. A friend of mine, we sort of had like a bet going on about not drinking anything. So at some point I might have been drinking like 7 Baileys on the rocks. At a time the horizon went a little bit like this, but I never had a hangover. So I guess I never got drunk. Or maybe I did, I don't know. You know, I'm hyper enough to be annoying enough without getting the alcohol, and I'm really excited. But I'm going to work on the opt-in page for change. That's one. And the other thing that I really want to do is I recorded Friday Night Live, which is without subtitles. Now, I can turn on the subtitles, but in order to change them, that's going to be a lot of work. So I am going to use InShot, That's one of the apps I use a lot. Now, InShot doesn't allow me to, probably because of storage, to use or edit or save videos which are longer than 15 to 20 minutes. So that's why I chop it in 3 parts or in 4, I don't know yet. Get subtitles on there and then I'll repost it again. So that's the other thing that I'm going to do. And maybe I'm going to prepare a little bit. And I also promised a worksheet which is related to change. So I can make it quite easily now that I've got my iPad here. So I'm so happy with the invention of the iPad, I cannot tell you. But yeah, when it comes to linking to the network drive, that's a whole different story. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for listening in and watching this. I'm going to make sure that all 3 parts are linked together. That's easily done on InShot. So, you know, when you archive all the videos on Instagram, then you can save them and just make it into one long video. So, but yeah, let me know. What do you do in order to take advantage of the opportunity when you've got it?